So basically this Snehapana. So now specifically I'll tell about the Snehapana. What exactly is the Snehapana and how much it is important. So Snehapana is one among the basic and very important preparation for Virechana. Okay. And even for the Vamana it is same. Mm-hmm. Okay, Vamana and Virechana, as I was explaining in the previous class, Vamana and Virechana has the Snehana, then the Svedana, and then the Vamana or Virechana, this kind. So in Virechana, initially Deepana Pachana is given. Like on the first day when you are coming, we will prepare your body with the Deepana Pachana Kashaya and the Abhyanga or the Shirodhara for relaxation, because your body and mind has to be totally relaxed to take the detoxification. So when you are already too much stressed, or when you are already into something else, or you are doing work from home, or you are into some very busy schedule, then planning for the detoxification is not a good idea. So when you are here for the detoxification, that's why we don't allow you to do any of the work. We don't allow you to, get indulged into any of the activities, because your focus has to be on the cleaning process completely. And for that, we prepare your body and mind on the first day. And then the Snehapana starts. Snehapana, the word meaning is, Pana means drinking. Sneha means the unctuous thing or the sticky thing. Something which is sticky. That has to be drinking in this condition. So what is that? Sneha. Here usually for the Snehapana, ghee is given. Medicated ghee. Why medicated ghee? There are many different sorts of the fat molecule as well. Like you might say the oil. It's also sticky. Oil is also a fat. And then the ghee, and then the animal fat. Correct. Animal fat is also the sticky thing only. That also has this fat content. And also the bone marrow. Bone marrow is also having that stickiness, and that is also a source of the fat. Correct. So among these 4 types of the fat, ghee is the only thing selected for Snehapana. So medicated oil is usually not recommended. Medicated animal fat is not given. Medicated bone marrow is also not given. But medicated ghee is only used for this thing because of the molecular structure of the ghee. Okay. So this molecular structure of the ghee has the permission to pass the blood-brain barrier. Okay. Like for our nervous system, there is a very special security. Just like the Z plus security. In that way, it has one barrier called as blood-brain barrier. Any food molecule of what you are eating, not all the molecules can even reach the brain. Okay. So to enter into the brain, to enter into the blood-brain barrier, it has to be in certain molecular forms only. Only that form of the fat can enter inside the blood-brain barrier. And ghee has that molecular structure. That's why here ghee is used as a vehicle. Okay. So what we are giving you as the ghee, here ghee is not the medicine. Ghee is carrying the medicines. And ghee is the vehicle. Okay, loaded with all the medicines. And then you are drinking this, and during this time it becomes very important that the ghee stays in the liquid state. Why I switched off the AC, why I will tell you to avoid the fan, why I will tell you to avoid the cold water. Because in the cold temperature or in the windy climate, the ghee solidifies. I'm sorry. Trip effect. So much of the dust in the northern part of India. We South Indians are actually very much blessed. Here it's so pure water, correct, air, wind, and even the mud is not dusty like that.
Correct. Even food eating habits are also.
Yes, definitely. I feel like there is still half kg of the dust inside my lungs. Every time I cough, I see the dust is coming from the mucus. It's like horrifying how people can stay there 24 into 7 for 365 days. It's so difficult. Okay, where I was?
It solidifies if you...
Yes, so when you expose to that areas, that windy climate or the AC, fan and all these things, the ghee solidifies. Then the reach of the ghee limits.
Yes, yeah.
So that's why we have to be keeping ourselves warm as much as possible. Keep drinking the hot water. Sip by sip. As I told yesterday, you don't have to drink a liters of the hot water together. You can just like the way I am drinking. So sip by sip, you can keep drinking the hot water every now and then to keep your body hydrated. Because as you are avoiding the cold water, cold weather, windy and fan, AC, all these things, you tend to sweat a lot.
And I'm already...
Yes, and when you're sweating a lot, your body will be in need of the water. Dehydration state may be achieved easily. That's why you have to keep irrigating your body, keep hydrating your body with a sip by sip water. And day sleep should be avoided.
Yeah.
And for any Panchakarma, it has to be avoided. That too, specifically for the Snehapana, you have to avoid the day sleep.
Okay.
And the Snehapana starts like from the little dosage, the basic dosage, for example for 30 ml, and then it may increase day by day like 60 ml, 70 ml, 80, 90, 120. Depending on the need of your body, doctor will decide what dosage of the ghee has to be given. So that dosage will be given in a gradually increasing manner. Okay. And the routine becomes same. Like today you don't have the breakfast. This is the breakfast.
Yes.
And you can have the lunch in the afternoon. And the day 2, the lunch is also delayed.
Yeah,
3:30.
4.
And day 3, only dinner.
Yeah.
And if required, we may extend the Snehapana to day 4 as well.
Okay.
According to the Ayurvedic classical textbooks, they give the permission to extend the Snehapana until day 7. If we feel that your body is in scarcity of that unctuousness, if there is need of the ghee inside your body, then we can extend the Snehapana for the 4th day, 5th day, 6th day and also on the 7th day.
Okay.
But usually most of the time, like in your condition, if I suggest 3 to 4 days will be definitely sufficient. Okay, that we will decide when we talk in the further coming days, and it goes like this. After that comes the Vishrama Kala. Actually, after the Snehapana, the 3 days will be there for the Vishrama Kala. Vishrama means rest.
Okay.
It's a resting period inside the body. The medications what it has entered through the ghee, that has reached all the cells now after the Snehapana. So what happens because of the action of that medicines which is there in the cell? So that medicines will make that cell to detach the toxins attached to that cell.
Okay.
So now it is like with the ghee, the medicines are entering. That goes and sticks to all the cells. And after that, once we understand that, okay, all the cells in your body has got this ghee, we stop the Snehapana. Okay. But after that, 3 days resting period will be there. Okay. Vishrama Kala. And during that time, what happens? We mobilize the toxins which are there in your tissues. And supporting that mobilization, you will be given Abhyanga and Sweda. I'm so sorry. Akshata. Now I understand people with the continuous respiratory issues, how much problem they face. It is so difficult in continuously coughing, doing this thing. Okay, so Vishrama Kala, what we are doing is Abhyanga and Sweda will be given in that time. Why? Because to mobilize the toxins. See, now the ghee has reached.
Correct.
It is sticking to the tissues, every single cell, the ghee is sticking.
Correct.
And then the absorption mechanism happens of those medicines.
Correct.
Once the medicines enter the cell, they will not keep quiet. They will try to take out the toxins from every single cell.
Correct.
And okay, they take out the toxins like the exchange mechanism from ghee, the medicines will enter the cell and the cell will give the toxins to the ghee. But it is still there in the cellular level only.
Okay, okay.
So to mobilize it, we are giving Abhyanga, 4 hand massages. When 2 people, 4 hands, they are synchronizingly doing this massage and followed by Svedana, that is steam.
Okay.
So that further liquefies and gives the mobility
Okay, okay.
to that this thing. When you do this, the mobility to the toxins will be given. Now they are still in the cellular space, but they are mobile.
Yeah.
They are not attached to the cells. They are mobile, but they are still there. And after 3 days of the Abhyanga and Sweda, 4th day, Virechana medicine is given.
Okay, okay.
So on the day of Virechana medicine, when you drink the medicines, after drinking medicines, it is not like immediately you will go to the toilet. It will take 45 minutes to 1.5 hours.
Okay.
Because that medicine enters inside your body, then I'm so sorry. It will take another week, I guess. Keeping quiet is only the solution for this. But for my profession, I cannot keep quiet. That too after such a long break.
Yes.
So many consultations are pending. I cannot even take rest or I cannot shut my mouth. Yeah. So after intake of the medication, the Virechana medications, it will take 45 minutes to 1.5 hours to initiate the process of those toxins to your intestine.
Okay.
So it is not like, okay, already something was stuck in your intestine and that is going out. Definitely not, because even if there is something stuck in your intestine, it would have been gone out on this previous 7, 8, 9 days.
Okay.
When you are eating only the rice and dal, drinking a lot of hot water, and even during the Snehapana, there might be the 1 or 2 times you will see the loose motion. When the ghee is absorbed completely, you will see that you are passing the loose stools.
Okay.
So anything which is stuck inside your intestine is already gone.
Okay.
And even on the day of Virechana, you are already passing the regular toilet even before taking the medicines.
Okay. Okay.
But after that, every time these medications or Virechana medicine will snatch all the toxins from the different part of your body and dumps it into your intestine.
Okay.
And then that gives you the sensation of the toilet and you will go to toilet.
Okay. Okay.
That's how the process of Virechana happens. So overall, the whole process is like preparing your body as of now. Snehapana, where we prepare your body and the toxins to take it away from your body without damaging the cells.
Understood.
Okay. So this is how the Virechana and the loose motions are totally different, because loose motion happens all of a sudden by its own. But here it's a planned mechanism where we are planning this day with all these preparations.
Correct.
So all these days you have to be calm, composed, focusing on the detoxification. try to do more of the chanting of any nama. It could be Rama, it could be Shiva, it could be Vishnu, it could be any mantra, anything which you, if you already have the Upadesham of the Gayatri mantra, then very good, do that. Otherwise, anything, even the Nama Japa, because mantra has a lot of rituals and a lot of restrictions to do. But in the Nama Japa, you can do however it is. Okay. So, whichever is comfortable to you, keep chanting that and focus on the body, focus on the health. Think most of the time, think only the positive things. Don't think about the worst possibilities. Always think about the best possibilities. And try to go inside your thought rather than, being indulging in others and this or unwanted news and all these things. Try to go in search of you. Go in the inward journey. So that will facilitate the Virechana in a much, much better way.
Okay.
Because this detoxification, we are not doing just for the sake of the reduction in the physical symptoms. This detoxification should be a milestone for our cleansing the mind, cleansing the soul, and even for our spiritual journey, it should be a milestone. Okay, with that intention, we'll proceed further. Yeah? Okay. Any doubts?
A general well-being, from that point of view, I wanted some inputs from you, guidance. I'm by profession, I'm a chartered accountant, and I have a desk job. Finance and accounts, I have a desk. Before coming here, also I had Bangalore also has become very dusty.
Yeah, everywhere now. It's that too. This December, January, February, I'm noticing a different variant of this virus, which is affecting only the throat for everyone.
For everyone. So
I meet so many, and everybody says, "Madam, from 1 month, cough has not gone."
Bombay, I went to Bombay, came back, and Jayanti had this. Then I don't know, I got it. That headache was because of this only. It used to subside. Then because of cough again it. That's a whole day headache.
Yeah, I understand.
So, Doctor, being a desk job, movement is restricted. I mean, physical movement. And mine is mostly work from home only. My office is in Bombay, and my bosses, they sit in London and USA. So for them, wherever I need only to be available. But still I have a good physical movement. Morning 5 o'clock I wake up, I go for a walk. I come, then getting children ready, doing some household work because Jayanti has to go to office. So I take care of some of the household work. Like that, I physical movement. I think I'm pretty much active physically also, not just sitting 8 hours on the chair. On the seat. As I said, so 5 o'clock I wake up, I go. I don't know. I don't know whether it's a problem with me or something. By around 6:37, 7:30, I start feeling hungry. So 7:30, children they go for school. Till 7:30, from 6:30 to 7:30 is literally a marathon for getting both of them get ready and send him to the school bus. So after 7:30, I eat my breakfast. So 8 out of 10 times, maybe 7 out of 8 times, what happens is because of the hunger, I start getting headache. In between, I have suppose say some dry fruits, some badam or something I pop up. I don't know. That's not sufficient. I feel I don't know. And that headache stays almost pretty much during the day. And if there is a lot of office work, then I have no option but to take some
painkillers
or some Saridon, something like that, PhonePe, something. Then only I don't know whether it is mentally, because only if I take only after half an hour, I start feeling better, and then I do my work. This in between it was reduced the intake of this medicine, but of late maybe about 1 week or 10 days or so, it's become more regular. I have reduced the intake of medicines, but it just goes on till evening, and then slowly then only it comes down. So morning breakfast between 7:38 I finished. Earlier I used to have the habit of having tea in the morning and one tea in the afternoon. That's it. I don't want anything else. Ever since we came here from December, Jayanti also want to stop. For me, morning is not a problem. Morning, so I've substituted that with turmeric milk. Milk and turmeric. I love milk, so I drink milk. And afternoon, 50% time I don't drink tea. 50% of the time I drink tea. So it's like in a week, say 3 days I drink tea. Saturday, Sunday, maybe because Jayanti is gone. Kids are also, I am alone at home. So I kind of cheat and have tea without them noticing it. Saturday, Sunday I don't have because she is
cheating on myself.
Cheating on myself. So you can say 3 days out of 7 days I have tea. Then around 11 I feel hungry. So 12:30 I wait till 12:30, then I have lunch. Then around dinner also about 6:30, 7ish I feel. But again in the night I feel hungry. That hunger in the night has come down. So I don't feel the need to take something in the night. Because night, so one small, instead of having one big glass milk, this much in the morning, this much in the night. Again simple, just milk, turmeric, that's it, enough. That is enough for me. So kind of like that I have kind of changed my eating style. Generally we don't eat that much spicy, but Jayanti and they eat zero spice. I have little bit just for some taste.
Okay.
Not like typical the Andhra people who eat lot of spice. Not like that. We are not like that. But I want different types of foods and different, not necessarily pizza, burgers, different types of homemade foods only. So like that I'm a very foodie. I really love
eating food,
and I really it's like I live for food, you can say. Then I enjoy that food. And me, my mom, we are all sweet person. Sweets are also, it's reduced, but I can't.
You
if
love
there is
sweets,
something, then my eyes will go there and I feel that desire to have it. No, on all these things, since the time we came here, there has been a change in our eating timings and everything. We generally finish our dinner by 6:30. Morning, the afternoon, you should have your fruits during this time. Like that, all those things are fine. And to the extent possible, I'm trying to kind of doing it. The problem happens when I travel to Mumbai because for office work and all. Doing this is not practically sometimes possible. Because of some office work, meetings, this and that one. I can't get up and have dinner and while others are eating. Or fruits like that. Outside means though my parents are in Mumbai, morning she gives dabba, but evening if it gets late, then I have to have that outside
something from outside.
Generally what people order, like from there only I have. Just before coming here also, 1 week before only I came from Mumbai. So I had this normal outside food, roti, sabji, paneer, this and that and all those things. From considering just to give something about myself also, I have a lot of patience. I don't react. But there are certain times where once it comes out, it's a blast, you can say.
Understand.
I'm very particular about tidiness. You can say that it is a OCD in me. This needs to be like this here. Okay, and Jayanti is exactly opposite of me. So mobile has to be here. This has to be here. AC remote, there is a place for remote. Why can't you keep there? Those are the little things
where you lose your patience.
And so me and her, we end up always arguing. She'll spend 15 minutes in searching. I say, why can't you have take the 15 seconds to keep it there so that you can save this 15 minutes. So those kind of things are going. Sometimes this is becoming a problem for me, sometimes becoming a problem for her. So as I said, that I don't know whether it is short-tempered or not, but because of these small things, I get irritation or I blast out.
Yeah, that accumulates
It kind of accumulates. Even sometimes, like, Srikar, why can't you keep like this? It's not necessary. It's not. He's least bothered, and I agree. After a while, I agree that he's only small 5-6-year-old boy, 7-year-old.
Why I'm doing this?
Why you have to do like this? He is just enjoying. They are also equally clean. I mean this one, but of course, children means they are free. They want to be so. I mean, how to kind of so whether in Ayurveda, okay, so this is generally my nature. Other than this, generally I'm very silent person, not talking much. If you ask me to have Mohanrat for one day, I am the best person to do it.
You can do it,
It's the exact opposite. So she can't be silent. So I can do that. So I am like that kind of a person. The only thing is this, because of this anger, I don't know whether it's anger or something, anger, irritation, frustration, or these kind of things only. Mentally it's disturbing, and that also causes headache and neck pain. Primarily it is just headache and neck pain, and I kind of cool myself by again eating something or having some rasgulla, something like that. I kind of okay, fine, cool. It is not important. These are not that material things to be concerned about like that. But 8 out of 10 times again it comes out.
Yeah. No, the first thing is it's like it happens to most of the people.
My nature.
It happens to most of the people. Like few will tell it, few will not. But most of them will have these problems. But see, what you are telling or what you are experiencing is not something bad or not something wrong. Okay, you want the things to be in its place. That's normal. That's okay. But when it is giving you the irritation, when it is disturbing the quality of your relationship, and even in general, if you observe keenly, that is making you to fall in that guilt cycle.
Yes.
Like initially you will tell okay, but after that you'll say, why did I do that? I should have adjusted myself, but this guilt is more dangerous. Expressing and doing that is not a big problem, but after that it makes you fall in that deepest well of the guilt, and that gives the more problem.
Yes.
Right. So the problem is not that you told something. Problem is after that what you are feeling, the guilt, that is the problem. So how we can tackle this is like every time, every single person cannot be the same. And maybe sometimes the God will make the match in certain way that the opposite people only come together. Otherwise, see, like if, as you told, like you are a very silent person. So even if she was tidy, clean and doing everything just the way you wanted, then I guess there will not be any talk only.
Yeah, even now, so most of the times I don't normal. If she says, sorry, this happened in office, what you mean? I said, it's more of a listening thing. I also speak, but it's more of
very minimum.
If she talks say 100 words, I speak say 10 words or
that's
20
all.
words.
So maybe somewhere like even in her subconscious mind it will be like that. Okay, he will only talk when I do these mistakes.
That happens. Like while coming here also, I know that they will be free. Children will have Papa is going to be free. While coming, she always says that Srikar is Papa is coming, I have to do this, Papa is coming, I have to do that. Because of you, he is tense. Because of you, your pressure, or because of the way you want, he doesn't do the study, he say I have to clean the table because Papa is coming from Bombay. Why are you doing like this to him? And I know it's not that I'm not aware of all these things. Sometimes I kind of let it be. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't let it be, and that those sometimes, even if it is 8 times I have let it be, 2 times I speak. The 2 times is more
Stronger.
stronger, or it disturbs, and I know that. And I know that how to control this. And my thing is, why can't you keep this here?
Yes. So what you can do is, like when it happens like that, so rather than asking them like why can't you do that, you can put it in simple words like, hey, come on Shrikar, let's organize our table in a new way or something.
Mine it is totally different. It is children who do, Jayanti doesn't do. So children speaker, go and keep it there. He'll keep it. Jayanti, go and keep it there. Why?
Because see,
So
see,
for me it is a
see, the position of the wife is something else in the life. Okay, it is not no matter who is there in that place. It is just like the way the prime minister has some rights. In the same way, that post wife has certain basic qualities, and which will be the same for most of the people, I guess. So wife means like that. It is like that. It is not about whether there is Geeta, Sita, whoever it is, whoever there in that place of the wife. Because wife basically surrenders everything, okay? But that surrenderance will not be in the way, just like the way, for example, if you see a slave, he will surrender like, oh, I surrender to you, and whatever you say, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, only that thing will be there. But in the wife, the beauty is she also surrenders, but with the authority. Got it? Like she has the power, she has the authority, but at the end she does the things what we want, that only she will does. What is good for the family, what is lovable to the husband, that only they does. But while doing, they will not say ji huzur, ji huzur, ji huzur. They are like, okay, why? Okay, I'll do it. So this is how the nature will be for the most of the wives. It's not just for any one particular person. But when they say the wife, rather than telling like, Arey, why don't you understand? Telling that, you can make some innovative ideas where rather than saying this, okay, from today onwards, you do one thing. You just give it to me. I will take the responsibility to keep it here. Like that kind of the things, according to practically whatever it is the possible things, you can make sure that you can bring some innovative ideas into that place, where rather than telling her to do this, you can plan something which can be done together. And definitely you try doing this, afterwards she will be only doing this. She will not be like, oh no, why we have to do that, we will not do it. She will not tell it that way. And even with that, you will get a quality time together, and you're not ending up with, some harsh talk or the irritability and all these things.
The environment, the mood of the house spoils because of this unnecessary.
That's what. So every single time when I'm doing this, like when I want to come out of these kind of the practices, what I ask myself is, okay, this has to be kept here, but I did not kept it, or someone else did not kept it here. So does it have any impact in my life even after 10 years? Just before doing anything, just before reacting, just ask one question in your mind, whether this has any impact in my life after 10 years.
Okay.
If it is something very important and precious, if she is like keeping it here and not here, and because of that some huge change is happening in my life, then definitely you have to react to it.
Okay.
You have to talk to it, either in a smooth way or in a harsh way, whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. You have to talk, you have to react. But after 10 years, if I don't even remember that, we had something like this, or we had placed it here or here, whatever it is, then we have to learn to keep quiet. Or we have to take some time and then respond.
Okay.
rather than reacting quickly.
Okay.
Because ultimately, see, when you analyze, as you are a chartered accountant, you can take the balance where what happens, these small little incidents, they are constantly decreasing the quality of our life.
That is exactly.
At the end of 10 years, if I take a graph, if we take the data analysis, like how many days I was happy and how many days we had these things. So gradually it is decreasing the quality of my life.
Correct.
That quality with my wife, quality with my children, quality of emotions inside the home and the vibrations inside the home.
That is,
And even see, when what happens when she says like, okay, he is disturbed, the kids are so much worried because Papa is coming. It feels like, for a person, it feels like, oh, that means they are more free when I am not around.
that is exactly.
That means they don't want me to, be with them, or rather than welcoming Papa, or rather than dancing, oh, Papa is coming. If they are like worried, that is a huge significant thing for a father. That makes you feel like unwanted,
Correct.
or maybe less wanted.
Correct.
If not unwanted, maybe less wanted person. And definitely this is not like what I wanted.
Correct.
Right?
Exactly.
So one thing is tidiness, and another thing is these little values and the quality of my own life and quality of all my relationships with my kids or with my wife or whatever it is. So when you compare these two things, you have to see which is weighing more.
Correct.
If at all, even in this condition, if anything what we are thinking about right now, it weighs more than this relationship and these qualities, then you can talk, you have to talk.
Okay.
No problem in that.
Okay.
But if at all that thing is not weighing more than this, then you have to shut your mouth.
Okay.
No matter however messy it is,
Okay.
no matter whatever it is. Because ultimately, in the data analysis, we want the profit. We don't want this deterioration. The graph should go like this. As we are growing, as we are ripening in our life, we have to see the graph of life is, going up like this.
Correct.
In the quality voice.
Correct.
Right? But not like this. Because all these little incidents, they have huge impact in deterioration of the quality of our life. Maybe when the kids grow up and they look back, definitely they will be thankful to you for the tidiness what you have taught, for the disciplines what you have taught. But at the same time, they will also share the childhood trauma or the childhood scars of, oh, I never enjoyed like other kids. Because when they see other kid maybe, doing something messy and all these things, they may feel like, oh, look at the joy. But I never experienced this in my childhood because my father was very strict, or he wanted everything to be, neat and clean and all these things. So that picture has a very bad significance in your life.
Yeah, that will definitely hurt me after 10 years.
Yes, after that. It is not like they will hate you. They will definitely love you and they will be grateful, because that tidiness, discipline, that also gives a lot of values in their life.
Correct.
It is not like, okay, something bad will happen to them. No, definitely these practices, what you are teaching them right now, that will also give a lot of good things to them.
Correct.
That will have a lot of positive impact also. And they will understand it after they grow up. But this corner of the missing those little moments will be there for the lifetime.
Correct. Correct.
So this is the right time to change it.
Okay.
Because for us, no matter, like we don't even know whether we will be there for 10 years or not. We are now experiencing that, every day and night. Any day, any night could be the last day or last night for us. Any one of us. It's not like for the elderly person, for the kids, for the young adults. Nothing. It's not related to our age.
Correct.
Any day could be the last day. then how can we take the risk? How can we, take the risk of keeping this guilt in our head?
Correct.
So every time, it may take some time. It's not like, okay, I will tell it to you and you will change it from tomorrow. It is not like that. It will take some time. But every time, just ask this question.
Whether it is important.
After 10 years, if something like this, after the 10 years it is important, then talk. Then talk. You have to talk about that. But if not, then tell yourself that I will tell tomorrow.
Okay.
You are not cancelling it, you are just postponing it. But by the time tomorrow only it becomes insignificant.
Correct. Yeah, in fact, most of the time after half an hour only it becomes why I think. There's no need for it.
Yeah, because every time, like maybe in your table or something, you just write one stick note where quality of life is more important. Okay. You just keep that notes 3-4 places, which reminds you about the quality of the life.
Okay.
Because quality of life is not in the sophistication, not in the tidiness, not in the money, or not in the poverty. You can see the people being so happy and having the good quality of life even in the messy place as well, messy life as well. But at the same time, you can see the people who are sad, feeling bad, low quality in the tidy place as well. But it could be anyway, like the quality of life has nothing to do with this messiness or the tidiness.
Okay.
Both the places have the possibility for both the pain and the pleasures.
Okay.
Even the money. You might have seen a lot of people who don't even have the money, but still they are happy and having a very quality of the relationship, happiness, satisfaction. And you could have seen the same with the people who are rich also.
Correct.
It is always subjective. The quality does not depend on any of these things.
Okay.
Quality depends on our mindset.
Correct.
How, like when I think about my father, when I think about my wife, or when I think about my kids, that vibration which you are generating, no, that decides the quality.
Okay.
So now you have to work on generating those good vibes with your kids. So next time when you are there or when you are out of station and you are coming back, you should get a phone call saying that, oh my God, these kids are crazy. They are dancing, they are singing, I don't know. They are being crazy that you are arriving. So that you should listen in the phone call.
Yes.
And imagine that happiness cannot be, matched to anything else.
Correct.
The moment when you listen to it, you'll be like, oh, okay, I won in life.
Correct. Yes.
I don't want anything in my life. That's the maximum thing what I can, get in my life. So that's how we have to work on these part of the qualities rather than those little things of the perfection and these things. Because perfection can be attained by anyone, even if you make very strict regulations, anybody can learn it.
Yeah.
But this quality of emotions and the vibrations, that has to be generated.
Correct.
That has to be created, handmade. You cannot, simply say that, okay, have good vibes about me. You cannot have that.
Yeah.
You
That's
cannot.
the Hitler way of ruling.
Even the Hitler, he did anything, but he can never generate that, vibrations and that emotions. So now you have to shift the focus and every time just ask this one question.
Okay.
Whether it really has an impact or not.
Okay.
If it has impact, it's okay to talk.
Okay.
It's okay to talk to anyone, no problem. It's okay, you have to talk. But if not, then the quality is more important. The quality of emotions, what I share with my closed ones. Even in the Vishwanatha Astaka, is one of the famous mantra for the Vishwanatha. There is a Ragadi dosha rahitam swajananuragam. The swajananuraga is the word is so much of the importance. What is swajananuraga? Like anuraga is having the good vibrations. Okay. With swajana, with our people. It's always like if you ask anyone like how is Sri Ram, okay, it is like always you are a very good person with everybody outside. Everybody in the public may say that, oh, Jayanti, your husband is such a silent man, he's such a good person, he's so neat, so disciplined, so silent, he's so papa. You might be, empowering, or you might be having a life of a queen because he is just so soft. But in reality, you know that you are soft, you are silent, but at the same time you have these
Correct.
other things as well.
Correct, exactly.
So this Swajananuraga means where we are being so nice to everyone around.
Correct.
But we are not having good vibes with the people
Who are
next to me.
Most important.
To us. So this has to change.
Correct. This is exactly what she says during these times, that you are nice with them. Be 50% of like that with
Us.
in the
This has to change completely because Swajananuraga, that decides my quality of life. See, we are earning so much, we are working day and night, we are literally shedding our blood and sweat for having the good life. Why we are doing so much of the work? Because we all of us want to have a good life. The good life not just depends on the property, not just depends on the money, not just depends on house. We all know that. But we neglect this small part of these emotions. Because once your emotions are good, then even without property, money, house and all these things, you can have a good life.
Yeah, correct.
But when these emotions are itself disturbed, then no matter how much I am earning, no matter how much responsibility I am handling, everything is zero.
Correct.
Because at the end of the day, they are like, oh, again he'll come, again he'll tell all these things. Then what I am exactly doing in this life?
Understood.
So if you, let's say, like if you have these things, when someone stranger is doing like this, for example, for me, when I'm keeping something like this, you tell that, doctor, it should be like this, keep it clean, neat like this. It's okay because we have very minimum interactions.
Understood.
After 10 years, even you don't remember me, I don't remember you, we don't have anything.
Correct.
But when it comes to wife, when it comes to kids, when it comes to your colleague, brother, sister, the very close people whom you are interacting in every 24 hours.
Correct.
With those people, you have to respect their space. You have to. Otherwise, you will lose the quality of life.
Correct. Okay.
At the end of the life, maybe when you're sitting and thinking like, what did I do all this life? I just worked. Even though my intentions were good, even though, I never had a very bad intention, but I never connected with my people. I never, connected. I never made them feel the way what I'm feeling actually.
Correct.
It is not like you don't respect your wife. You respect more than anything. But you fail to make her feel that.
Correct. Yes.
It is not like, when she is doing something like this, when you are telling, Arey yaar, why are you doing like this every time? This is not the first time. Every time you are doing this, I am telling this, but no, you have to do like this only. So, when you are telling this, your intention is not to insult her.
Correct.
Your intention is to save her energy.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
Your intention is like you are already doing so much and unnecessarily you are doing something more and you are losing your energy.
Correct.
So you are just telling it with the intention that I don't want you to simply waste your energy.
Yeah, exactly.
But what happens? But the way it is communicated, but the way it is going to her, it goes like a irritation.
Correct.
It's like, Arey yaar, why are you eating my head? My energy, it's okay. But my energy is more disturbed because of these comments, because of these things. If you keep your mouth closed, my energy is saved.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely right.
So, when your intentions are pure, let her understand the intentions,
Okay.
not the outcomes. For example, when this has to be kept here, like when she is, searching something like that, rather than telling, Arey yaar, why do you do like all these things, you tell her that I want you to relax for 5 minutes. You sit and relax. I will search it for you. Because main intention is that I want to save your energy.
Correct.
Anyway, by shouting or by telling that all these things.
Adding anything to
So, rather than that, you just tell her. Let her search the remote by herself only. But for that moment, tell her, you please sit for 5 minutes. You are doing so much. And over that, for searching this, you are, investing and again your energy. Relax for 5 minutes. And let's think where you might have kept it. Let's think about it. Relax and sit. And I will try to look. If I get it, it's okay. Otherwise, after you can search for it. So that's how when you put the words in a better frame, that makes her feel so special. Maybe she may end up having the tears like, oh my God, you are telling me to sit and relax. Rather than shouting at me, it is some huge miracle, some huge change. That's what we fail, because for the stranger, we try to connect with our intentions.
Correct.
For the strangers, we talk. We tell, okay, doctor, this is my intention. Like, I'm having this. Okay, this is like this. But for the own people, we don't tell the intention, we tell the things.
Correct. Understood.
And that hurts. Now you do it opposite.
Okay.
So it's okay to shout at a stranger, but not at our family members, because the quality of interaction with the stranger decides only like few minutes of your life.
Correct.
But quality what you're spending with your family, it is most of your life.
Correct. It's everything.
Yes, so we have to, because why I'm telling all these things to you, because you are not materialistic, you are not someone bad, you are not, having bad intentions, or you do not have any hatredness towards your family. It is just putting it in the wrong way.
Correct.
Now change the frame, everything will change.
Okay.
So next time when you go to Bombay, when you are coming back, I want everybody in the home should be dancing that Papa is coming. That's how we have to have the quality, because that makes us the real wealthy person.
Correct. That family love is.
That makes us the wealthiest. Otherwise, that's what I had been to this Kumbh, no? I have seen the people taking the bedridden people with that cloth, like in the cloth, someone is there who is bedridden, who cannot even walk, and they are, literally carrying him and running towards the Kumbh Mela. It is not about whether the belief is true, false, or whatever it is. But I saw that person as the wealthiest person, who is bedridden, but still taken care by the family members in such a way that carrying him where we are scared to go alone as well. Like, even with these limbs properly working, we feel that, oh, what could be the safety, and how can I walk for 10 kilometers in so much of the crowd, how can I manage? All these things we imagine.
Correct.
And most of the time we take a step back thinking all these things. But when you see the people in all those category and all these things, I literally felt like that person who is bedridden, no? Even though unfortunate that he is bedridden, unfortunate that he is in this condition, but he is the wealthiest person when compared to any one of us, right? How much love and affection his family would be having for him. That we have to earn. That we have to earn. That is the real essence of our life. Okay. So you try. Gradually it comes. You keep on trying it comes. Yeah. Okay.
And after one last thing, as I said about my work timings, sometimes it goes to night also, because people in UK and US, they also. During that times also, is there any restriction on not eating something?
No, night time what happens, only after like maybe morning hours, like early morning after the 2 o'clock, and this thing you can avoid eating. But in the late night, usually you feel hunger, that's okay, because Vataja Kala. Night time is Vataja Kala. So you can have something like the milk or the soaked dry nuts, dry fruits. Dry nuts actually, even not the fruit, the nuts. Because they have the oil in it.
Almond.
Fat, yes, almond is okay. Walnuts are okay.
Walnuts, okay.
The nuts, all the nuts.
All the nuts, okay.
That you can soak and that you can eat in between.
Oh,
That can be helpful.
In
Or
general-
even the some dry nuts and the laddu, these kind of things. Like if you love the sweet,
correct.
the night time is the best time to have the sweet because vata kala. And sweet is opposite quality to vata.
Oh, okay.
So maybe a small piece of the laddu, you can have it in the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock if you have the late meetings
Late meet,
and all these things. Not
No,
a habit. Do not make it as a habit.
No, yeah, correct. It is only during those. Otherwise, generally in our house, children sleep by 8:30 morning for school, and both of us we sleep by 9:45, 10:15 max. I sleep because I invariably get sleep because I wake up at 5. So 8 out of 10 times it's this schedule only.
So on
Be
those
Saturday,
times, this
Sunday.
is the best time to eat the sweets.
Even weekends also we sleep at 8. We make
Wonderful.
them sleep at 8:30. Get up at 6:30. 8:30, 6:30 because Monday onwards again school starts, no. So 8:30, 6:30.
Wonderful.
And my Saturday Sunday every day it is wake up at 4:45 by default. Even today also without alarm I woke up at 4:30, 4:35 woke up.
Wonderful.
Then I just like kind of again slept because of that headache, tiredness. That's it. So during that time we can have
Definitely. These kind of the things. Milk is permitted. Dry fruits
milk is
are
permitted. Okay.
milk is permitted. Dry fruits
Because
are
people
permitted.
there are many opinions saying no, I don't have milk, do this, do that.
No. Night time actually Ayurveda says the milk is the only permitted thing for the night
Okay.
because it has the quality opposite to vata.
Okay. A simple
Milk and
You
turmeric.
should not put honey in that.
No honey.
No hot.
No hot. Only milk
Milk
and
and little bit turmeric just to.
Yes.
That is enough.
enough.
Okay.
Okay. And anyway, we are here in the further days also. Whatever comes, you can meet me every day as well, and you can have these queries and
No, this
little
is
things.
very important. Was important actually. Sometimes we know also, but it is we need to just hear
Yes, that's what
from
I know.
An opposite person.
Understand.
to
It's
kind of-
always like most of the time, the things we already know when it comes from the other person, that has more impact. You try doing some video calls also when you are here also. You try doing video calls and try not uttering anything about the tidiness behind. And that will, give you a training, a kind of thing.
Correct.
And they may not notice in the earlier 1 or 2 times where you might be putting a lot of effort not
they
to
may
tell.
not,
But they may not, notice it. But over a period of time, they will definitely understand. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, doctor.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah.
a lot.
Bye. Take care.
And doctor, last thing. For this neck thing, is there any specific or this will?
Yeah.
This will
No. After Snehapana, we will add the treatment also for that.
Okay.
After this Snehapana, like after this initial 2, 3, 4 days,
Okay.
we will add the therapy for
That is
that.
also. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.